Good times.
We had some buckets that day. Right?
We had buckets. So yeah, we've known each other for quite some time.
Sure.
Through mutual friends, and obviously you guys being in the football world and coaching, a lot of synergy. And so, this is overdue. I asked you to do this a while ago. I didn't know how I wanted to approach, bringing in you and Dave and friends of mine in the space. But I feel like the timing of this is really, really cool with football season coming up. You're in the thick of it.
In the thick of it, for sure. And like you said, I just think that Westwood is such a special place. There's great people here, and I fortunately got an opportunity to come just teach here. That was one of the seasons in my whole life that I wasn't involved in football, and it was nice. It was kind of just like I had the ability to step back and watch a state championship team my first year of teaching.
Yeah,
that was the 2013 season, and then some coaching spots opened up, and that's how I kind of got here. But before that, I played college ball at Pace University, GA'd for 2.5 years, and from there I went to Elma Park for a year.
Coaching.
Just coaching. I mean, I thought I was going to go make $1 million. I had a business degree, I had a master's in public health. And
funny, the mentality.
How can I use this degree? And it's just like, man, I don't like any of this. I like coaching ball. I like being around it. There's so many great things about the sport that just are so parallel to life.
Yeah, definitely.
It offers so much for my life. Just being around it, like just kind of keeps me young. And so from Elmwood Park, I did 1 year stint at Elmwood Park, and then my good friend, who's now our defense coordinator at Westwood, Amir Sadah, he had gotten a head coaching job at Fairlawn, which is my alma mater. I was there for 2 years. We struggled a lot, and I just found myself, kind of just not happy with where this coaching thing was going to take me.
Yeah.
So I was teaching in Patterson at the time, and a friend of mine worked at Westwood in the math department. She's like, "Do you have your math degree?" Or I'm like, "No, I just have a teaching cert for math." She's like, "Well, there's an opening. Put in for it." Put in for it. Got the interview. Did a demo lesson. Got the job. And like I said before, like I took a year off because there's no openings on staff. I thought about volunteering. I'm like, you know what? Let me enjoy this for a minute. I took a step away. I basically went to every game because it was like they were one of the greatest teams in the history of Westwood football.
Was that Nolan's senior year?
That was Nolan's junior year.
Yeah, that's the year.
Carmelani was a quarterback and all those guys.
Yep.
And then 2 spots opened up. So Vinny and myself, we took the 2 opening spots. And the first year I coached, it was varsity was undefeated state champs, and JV was undefeated, freshman was undefeated.
It's a nice feeling.
Hey, this is awesome.
This is fantastic.
Awesome. I could do this for the rest of my life. Yeah. And then that year, Vito had the opportunity to go to Seton Hall Prep. So he had left, and Coach Hart stepped up, and he was there for 8 years, I believe. 9 years. I think 8 years as a head coach.
Yeah.
I was his offense coordinator. In that time, we brought in some quality coaches. Like I said, Amir Sadah. He's a great just football mind. And on the defensive side, we had Eddie Surrey, who's now the head coach at Hasbrook Heights.
Oh, is that where he went?
He went to Hasbrook Heights. Yeah.
Okay.
Some former alum, Mike Colucci's on staff. He does a great job.
I was with Mike the other night.
Were you?
Well, softball.
Beat
us.
I got to get involved in softball.
There's no reason you don't play. Yeah. Ask Mike about
I'm a little washed up.
Ask Mike about the ball I hit over him.
Well, Coach Gibbons told me this morning at practice. He's like, "Hey, that kid Padua can hit the ball." He said, smoked it,
bro.
He said it was probably about 400 feet.
It was. I don't want to pat myself on the back, but I got a hold of it.
Well, I used to in my early 20s, and now I don't know, man.
No,
I wake up sometimes.
You'd thrive. You know what's fun? Like coming off, and we'll get back to it, but like the softball thing, because now that I'm in it, I'm recruiting. So I'm talking to Al and Dave, and I'm like, "Yo, what are you guys doing?" And but I mean, coming off of playing flag football the way I have for years, and basketball, and all these like different speeds. And as I get older, it's not to say I can't keep up.
No, you can.
I can, and I feel good.
Yeah.
But I'm also thankful after every season that I'm healthy, and I think about it a lot the older I get. And so I'm at the crossroads, and what I'm feeling from softball right now is this is my home.
Well, you know what though, like being a part of something, like I have that with football. Like I kind of fill that void in my life with, you know, just being around that competitive spirit,
the environment.
So I think I might be able to play.
You would, and you would be on the upper. You would. I mean, listen. There's a lot of we're playing with some guys that are in their 60s, and you know, there's a 70-year-old. You know, and what it is about is it's competitive, obviously, because imagine the personalities at every age.
Of course.
You know, it's kind of a beer league. Some guys will have a couple beers during. Most will have beers afterwards. Like that's a fun part of it. Just the social aspect, meeting people that are in the community, really, really cool. Everybody does their own thing. It's fun, dude. And yeah, I've fallen into. I was recruited for a couple of years. Sure. You know,
is there like a draft?
There's a draft every 2 years. They just did the draft.
They did. So I got one more year.
No, you can go. That's what they do. New guys will come in, and it's like a mini draft. Okay. So you have the same teams will be together for 2 years. But if it's a tweener, if you come in like between those 2 years, they'll throw the new 12 guys into
like a mini draft.
Yeah, like a mini draft. Yeah, gotcha. And like the worst team will get the first pick, and yada yada yada. And you go down the line. So you're
maybe.
In.
I'm a maybe.
Think about it.
60-40.
Right now it'd be tough. I mean, we're just finishing up the season, so your end of the season would roll like right into football. It'd be a little stressful, but you could do it.
Yeah, we could make it.
And you can miss games, dude. People miss like half the games.
Well, listen, I got 3 kids, so
yeah,
you know,
you do have 3 kids.
I do have 3 kids.
You gotta keep that in mind.
I gotta keep my wife happy somehow.
You do.
If I tell her I got a
Think
softball game, I don't know.
Maybe give it one more year.
Maybe. One more.
But it's fun. Going back though. Going back. So we were talking about what the hell were we talking about? Your journey.
Yeah.
2013.
Yeah.
Now you're in with Hart, right? So you're in the throes of that. What's going on there?
Yeah, man. You want to talk about a great guy, man? Like he was set up for the next 3-4 years, and we had conversations. I think like later on in his like in the end of his tenure at Westwood, he like just was like, man, this is all yours. Like, you know, give me one more year, and
so those conversations were had.
They were had, and it was happening, and you know, I wasn't guaranteed the job because you still got to interview, you still got to go through the process of getting the job. But man, he
good reference.
he left me with a loaded team.
Did he know that? Did he know what he was leaving you with?
Part of me thinks that, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Of course. But, you know, that's the type of guy he was. He didn't want any credit, didn't care for...
He's a very chill... Is he not chill? Opposite of chill?
His last name's
Laid
hard.
back?
We do things the hard way, man.
See, I've only seen him... I don't see him the way you see him.
He's a very calm, relaxed guy in person.
Yeah.
On the football field, he's a totally different animal.
Is he?
Man. Oh, man.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
We got some great one-liners from him.
I bet.
I can't say on this podcast probably, but dude, man, he's
keep it between the lines.
Animal. But like that's the type of place that Westwood is. It's a high level of expectation. He knew that when taking the job, and excellence wasn't always. It was always expected from him, and that was just, you know, like what I'm doing right now. I'm carrying the torch for him. He carried the torch for Vito. Vito carried the torch for.
I tell you,
long list of
this Westwood program, for whatever reason. We've always joked about it, even when we were younger. Like, there's just something in the water.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You know, and then they do a really good job with all the Pop Warner and all the programs. And
well, dude, I walked into my first workout. I think it was the first workout in January of 2014. And I was like, whoa, what is going on here, man? Like, these guys got it going on. Like this is what people strive for. As an assistant
to have
coach.
that as your foundation that's already existing.
Dude, it's like 25, 30 kids working out. Like, they're like, you know, sweating, and it was the tiniest weight room, and it was like just the greatest feeling I think I ever had. I walked in, I just got chills. I'm like, man, this is what it's all about.
And that feeling, that's a thing. You pay attention to that. It's one thing to have the job or to do what you love or whatever. It's a whole other thing to have like that. Yeah. That little burning. Yeah.
And I think it was burning for a while because, you know, for whatever reason, I mean, even in college, I didn't have much success as a player team-wise. Like, we weren't very good. And
where'd you go to school?
Pace.
Pace, that's right.
Pace.
Yeah.
We were like, you know, it's small Division II, kind of bottom of the barrel of the league. You learn some really good things and you learn some really bad habits too. Like kind of what losing is. It's like all these different mentalities that you go through. And I think that being a GA kind of opened my eyes a little bit, like at the back, you know, behind the scenes stuff of what these coaches do. They work their ass off and to no result. And what's the reason for it? You kind of like, I can look back now and say,
appreciate it.
Oh man, it's like, oh, I learned a lot of really good things. I learned some bad things of like, you know, just coaching and playing and like what the expectation of a championship program is. And it wasn't that. And, you know, some of that's players too. I mean,
there's a lot of factors.
Yeah. I mean, you got to have players to be good.
It helps.
It helps a lot. But I think that, you know, going back and forth, thinking about those times, even like Elmer Park, they were on the rise. They had a great, I think, 8th grade class when I was there. So it was kind of worth sticking around. And then a good friend of mine had gotten a job, like I said before. And, you know, it's my hometown. So, like, of course I'm going to go. It's like, you know, that's where I grew up. You know, everyone on the staff I played high school football with. It was a great feeling. And, you know, we were just not good.
Yeah.
You know, and young guys on staff tend to think that they're better than they are. And, you know, I think a lot of learning from there too. And then even in the year I took off, it was like, man, this is kind of rewarding because it's like, man, this is what it's all about. And then that one workout was like,
you got the spark.
I'm hooked. I'm
hooked. Well, it's been your life.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been your life. One of the questions I was going to ask you right at the gate, and you kind of answered it, is like, you know, have you always wanted to coach? And whether it was coaching or whatever, was it more like you wanted to be around the sport?
So I grew up in a bar.
Okay.
My father's bar, JJ's Pub.
Yeah.
In Fairlawn.
What a spot.
Little plug for them.
Yeah, great plug.
But like, dude, it was a coach's haven.
Yeah.
Like it was like every coach you could imagine. The Bosco guys used to hang out down there.
Yeah.
All the Campanellis used to hang out down there, and it was like you literally see guys drawing plays on bar mats, and it's like
that's actually
it was cool.
That's cool.
It's cool. It's like they're talking about like some of the newer age stuff and coming down from college.
It's like they're conference room.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's the coach's corner. You know?
That's
like,
very cool.
So my whole thought process on that was, do I want to do that? Do I want to just live and breathe and eat and sleep football? And I think now, I mean, I'm 41 years old. I've had some success so far, but I think thinking back on those times that I had, you know, it wasn't really a struggle. I knew I always wanted to be a coach. I just think that, like, you know, do I want to go full tilt with it?
Yeah.
You know,
it's one thing to be on staff. It's a whole other thing. And not to say it takes away from anybody's energy they put into their thing, but it is a difference between, you know, I'm helping out, playing my role versus like I want to strive to be either a head coach or something. You
know what's funny though? So when I was younger, I wanted to be a coordinator. I wanted to be a head coach. I wanted to be this. I wanted to be that. And I think when I got to Westwood, it humbled me a little bit. Like it really did. It just like I thought about it recently. Like, well, shoot, I'm the head coach of this place, man. It's an awesome job to have. It's one of the best jobs in Bergen County. But like thinking back, just on those times of just, you know, not just struggling or like. When I got to Westwood, it was more of, man, I don't even care about that anymore. It's like my ego's gone. It's gone because this place is so darn.
Was that why?
Yeah, man. Was it like you know, being around Vito for 1 year, of course, like he's one of the greatest to ever do it. Yeah. Whether you could say public school, look at his record in public school, look at his record now. He's won 4
his resume
state championships. Not that I'm plugging Bergen Catholic, but like, dude, he's one of the best guys to be around. And he has a funny thing he used to say, like, you know, when you're hiring people to be on your staff, hire quality people before who cares what they know about football. If you surround yourself with great people, which, you know, Hard did, and what I'm trying to do now, all that other stuff takes care of itself.
Yeah. Because you really, I do believe in that. And I think that that's a good point to bring forward because especially at this level. It's not to say that you know, listen, X's and O's are super important. I mean, I've played against very well coached teams and I've played against not so very well coached teams, and it is a difference.
Sure,
you know. But I will say, it's a good level to have that perspective and to be told that because you got kids at a very pivotal place in their life.
Oh, no doubt.
Right. So yes, of course, they're only thinking football and sports. Like I know how I was in high school. It's like sports. Like, you know, so yes, that's part of it and they want to win, but being an athlete, having looked back myself, I remember the wins, of course, and all that stuff, but like I remember the people that made an impact on my life.
Yeah, man. So like
and I think it's a huge.
You got to think about it. Like you could talk about Westwood football and their success all you want. Like that's important to me. Obviously, we want to win every single game and all that. Competitive as hell. No, but like our players. Are they set up for the rest of their lives? I mean, they go to college, like, but do they have the core values and principles that we're trying to teach on a regular basis? Being on time, competing every single rep that you get in practice, doing extra work. Are you doing those things? Are we? Is that message coming from us? Is that relaying to your life when you leave here? And that's way more important than wins and losses.
Yeah,
I know it's easier to say. In the end, that's
correct.
Easier to say because we've had success. But like for me, it's more. Way more important for kids to be good people.
Yeah. Well, you know, interesting enough, yes, the success makes it easier, but let's say figuratively speaking, you guys didn't have the success, right?
Sure.
The person who's leading these kids through whatever it is, win, lose, ups, downs, it doesn't matter. That is why the good people matter, because those good people being able to guide through every possible outcome. And bring them up when they're down and show them what you can do by learning from losing. Losing is like, you know, you don't really take an L, you learn. In life, yeah, you lost, but it's no matter what, it's in a weird way a win. Like, because if you perceive it the right way, and value the experience, it's something.
Well, I think
positive.
Like there's something very important in that. Like I could, you know, you can talk about the championship games and all those. You remember all those, but like to me. I kind of remember the losses a little bit and like what we did wrong and how can we learn from those things without like harping on them. I think it was the offense coordinator in the 2017 season. We had lost a heartbreaker to Mawa in a state final, and I harped on it. I harped on it bad. Like I spent like a long time thinking about it. What could I have done better? And you know, when it came down to it, I think that, you know, you learn way more from your losses than you do your wins. Like when you're on top of your game and you're like, everyone's high fiving you.
That's all you know. If that's all you know is winning, all you know is winning. Listen, it's fantastic. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. But if all you know is that, your ego sets in. Yeah. You start swaying from, you know, the roots of your character.
No doubt.
You know?
No doubt.
Yeah, because it becomes a little easier to navigate the world in a way. Like if all you know is success.
Well, I really do think like the way our program works, and I've only taken the blueprint and kind of ran with it, made it my own thing, but like not really.
Yeah.
Like there's so much part of the success and then the lack of success too. Like, but we're always going to do what we do. Like we're always going to work out starting January. We're always going to work out through the summer. We're always going to have that high level expectation. We're always going to prepare to win. Like I don't think we've ever gone into a game, even when we weren't that good. Like
we're going to lose this game.
I don't know how we're going to beat these guys. They're so good. Like I don't think we ever prepare that way. We always prepare to put our guys in the best spot and motivate them to execute every single play that they can.
Yeah. Belief in self.
Yeah.
You got to instill that. And some, you know, they're kids regardless. Like they're young men, but they're kids. You know, so like they're some of them are, you know, I don't want to say weak-minded. That'd be too harsh, but you know, like it's harder for them to stay tough.
Yeah.
With their back against the wall.
There's a lot of people that say like you can't teach toughness. I think that's a little crap. Like you
can absolutely
you can teach it on a regular basis, and that's
no
just
question.
Like very simple things. Like here's our expectations.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
These are the toughest expectations you could possibly find. How do we get to the level of being tough?
Yeah.
You know, you get kids when they're freshmen. You could say like, I wonder what they're going to be like when they're 17 years old, when they're a senior.
Yeah.
Like a lot of guys, like they get kids in their program, they kind of just write them off. You know, we don't really ever do that. Like, hey, we never know what he can turn into. And
he
he stays the course and goes through the program. And it's had a ton of success. I mean, there's been kids that come into our weight room as freshmen can barely do 10 push-ups, and by the time they're senior, they're repping out 225. So like,
that's hard work.
It's hard work,
and that is teaching, and that is consistency teaches the toughness too. Like being able to be coached, taught, told, take heed to it. You know, if you don't do it the right way to come down on them, where it's not aggressive and like, what are you doing? Blah, blah.
No, I know.
You can't do all. I mean, everybody has their own approach, so I'm not gonna say you can't, because it can resonate. It's not the way I would do it, and I don't see you to ever be that kind of guy. But I do think good conversation, making sure it's said a certain way.
Sure,
you know what I mean, and felt.
Yeah, I think at least my style is I'm pretty calm when I have to like, you know, I'm not a yeller.
Yeah.
Unless I have to yell. I like yelling at kids doesn't really work too often anymore. You know, it's like, hey, you're not meeting the expectations. It's a clear-cut conversation. You know, like, so I want to say it's the old way of doing things. We have guys on staff that do it the old way, and it works or it doesn't. You know, some guys tune guys out. When someone starts yelling at me, I just like, okay, I'm not listening.
Yeah, like right away almost.
No shot.
No
shot.
But it is the messenger. It falls on some people can do that, and it's like I can understand, I can receive it differently.
Yeah. No,
you know?
I don't. And that's the other thing too. It goes back to like teaching too. Like everyone learns in a different way.
Yeah.
You know, when we go to our meetings, we go on the board. How many kids are listening? How many kids are writing things down?
True.
Are they actually writing down things down that they should be writing down? They're just scribbling on their notepad. Like when they get out to the field, are they paying attention? Like, you know, there's different. Every single kid learns in different ways. And
yeah.
like we take that approach to what we do as far as right now, especially in August with our camp and the way we practice, and even in the summer too. We meet a decent amount usually before every practice, and we go over what we're going to do for the day. So like, how many of those kids are they good students? If they're not good students, they're probably not listening to you standing on a whiteboard. Yeah. All right. So let's put some film on.
Are they, what's going to get them?
Is that the way we can connect with them? All right, we're out in the field where they're more of a person that moves their body, and they learn that way a little bit better because they see it better. I don't know,
visual learners.
Yeah, we try to touch all those types of things in our preparation, not just in, you know, during the season, but we start that stuff June, July, and then now with this week off, we're ramping it up a little bit more for. I wouldn't even call it camp anymore, dude. You remember like 2 days, 3 days?
Oh, do I remember?
You remember?
Do I remember?
You get there at 7 in the morning, you get home at like 6 at night.
It's the worst. Yeah. It was awful.
Yeah, so we're completely away from that.
It's been like that for a while though. Now
it's been like that, and I think it's because we do a lot in the summer.
Yeah,
like we do so much in the summer.
Yeah, because that wasn't a thing.
No,
I don't remember ever doing anything.
I was captain's practice.
Yeah,
like it was like
captain's practices.
Yeah,
and
coaches,
whatever they were.
Coaches were never there, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I think the game has changed in that end, but like these kids don't know what camp is, man.
Yeah.
Like
that camp.
I think when I was in college, my first year of college, we did 3 sessions. Oof. And I remember getting to the 3rd session, I'm like, what are we doing?
It's a lot.
It's a lot. And then there's meetings in between. And I'm falling asleep. I don't know what the hell is going on.
There was just something that came out. I want to say it was Harbaugh's Michigan schedule.
Dude, I saw it.
Did you see that?
Dude. What is it like? It's like 6 a.m. Just wake up.
It goes until 10 o'clock at night. Meetings. It's like 9 to 10. It's like 10 o'clock curfew. And there's
like 4 or 5 different times where you're meeting by position, by group, by team.
That kid's not going to school. There's just no shot.
No shot. No shot.
Let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah, man.
You literally actually, now that we're saying it, you literally just disclosed, made it very clear that all of the speculation about, do these kids even do? Now I know for sure they do not. They're there for one reason and one reason only.
Yeah, man. Play football.
Play football. Well,
I mean, at that highest level, for sure.
Of course. It's business. It's a totally different thing at that point. It's crazy, dude. I do want to touch on your first year, because I think that is something that, I know you're not the type to bask in your glory and but I do think it's something that, you should be wildly proud of. You're coming into the season. I mean, as your friend, because I'm your friend.
Yeah, of course,
right?
Man.
Like seeing you get the head coaching job. The only thing I think about, I just want to see him win. I want to see him be successful, and then to do what you guys did in your first year. What is that like? What is that feeling? What were you going through?
A lot of. I was pretty certain we had a good team.
Yeah.
I think everyone kind of knew that we were kind of.
That's a special team, though. It turned out to be a special team.
Yeah.
And
the road to that, I think, goes back 2 years. The year before that, we played our first game at Rutgers against Shore Regional, who's like a pretty good. They're in the sectional final every other year. Group 1, Group 2, they're kind of up and down. And we scheduled the game because we wanted to get our guys out of a comfort zone, and then. We go through the whole season. Jack Dugan was a stud, but Robbie Carson started stepping up, and a bunch of other guys like that were sophomores that went through their lumps as a younger group. By the time they were juniors, they were kind of ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
In that whole season, it was like, man, this is something special. This is a special group, not just the senior group, but the junior group behind them. And then there were some sophomores in there. I think that was Stephen Klein's sophomore year that were just like, okay, we got a good squad.
Yeah.
And then we fell short to Caldwell in the regional final, all the way out in Franklin, which
I was at that game.
You were there.
That was a tough one, wasn't that?
Cold. It was cold.
It was like you were driving, right? On the last.
Driving on the last drive, and we just came up short.
Yeah.
We had an opportunity to go up 2 scores too. Like I'm trying to think at the end of that. Well, it was like 6 or 7 minutes left in the half. Robbie Carson broke one for like 30 yards. It was first and 10 from like 25, but we got called for a clip. And,
yes.
And then like
remember.
They kind of came out in the second half and they scored pretty early on like a fake screen and go, and then it was just like a very defensive game.
Yes, it was back and forth.
Back and forth. And we just came up short. And like I remember
that team though, that Caldwell team was.
Dude, they were on
30-something
37-game winning streak.
Nutty.
Like like in public school, that's really, really difficult to do.
It's ridiculous.
So then, like, I remember that junior class. They like, I don't know if they met, but they had conversations like right after the season. They're like, "Coach, we want to go right into the weight room." Like, okay, let's go. And then Hart had a conversation that he was stepping away, and I was just happy to see like their response from like lack of success, if you want to call it that, or just failure. Like they knew that we probably had a really good opportunity.
A little chip on their shoulder.
Man, no doubt. So like just that alone, the workouts just became so much more intense. They're like, Coach, we want to work out more. So we started doing what we called Championship Fridays. So we would go 6 a.m., get a workout in, and it was just an additional workout. And like I was like, all right, we got something special. And when the players start holding kids accountable and coaches don't have to do it, it's like, okay, this is a special group. And I think as we went through, man, like that whole season was just like you can look back on it and say it was one of the greatest finishes, however you want to put it. But just the week by week, even going into the playoffs, there's all these things that happen. Guys get hurt, and how do you manage that? How do you manage guys playing like not even hurt, borderline injured at times? And it was a fun season, and we had a blast. Obviously, we came up,
short
with the win, and that game alone, though, dude. I know. Like I was saying before, like it was a 2-year journey. We started at Rutgers and we made it all the way back there to finish it off. And I mean, anyone that watched the game was like, I don't know if they got a shot. I don't know if they got a shot. I don't know if they got a shot.
It was a lot of speculation.
Oh, yeah. And it's like, I don't know if they can do this one.
It's the best, though. That's even best. More.
And if you watch that last, the goal line stand.
Yeah.
There was 4 plays in a row where 4 different guys had an individual effort that was like just remarkable. It's like all the offensive guys are going to get the credit,
of course.
But like, the third down, we had a guy line up on the wrong side. Dario Mathurin like rips through a block by himself, makes a tackle for like a 2-yard gain.
Yeah.
Mikey Carthage on the 4th and goal, like literally grabbed the guy by the back of,
and pulled him back.
Pulled him back and kept him out. And, that drive was just the drive, man. It was like
it was magical.
I don't know.
It was. I've never as an avid sports fan, I don't think I've yelled at the TV besides that. You know what I mean? I might have been actually watching it on my phone.
Well, you're a Westwood guy. I mean,
I'm a Westwood. Yeah. I was, ask Jen, like I was fire. Yeah. I mean, anybody who gave a shit or gives a shit about, you know, your hometown and you know, your program that you've been through and all this stuff. And you know, you have friends that are out there too. You're rooting for everybody. And it was already an exciting season.
Yeah.
So to see it unfold, that last game, that last quarter, the way it all was, like it's a movie.
Yeah.
It was a movie. It felt like a movie. I could only imagine what it felt like for you.
Start writing a script. Maybe I'll
Should we
make some
money. So we just call it Guy.
No. Westwood.
Westwood.
This place has been so freaking great, man.
Yeah,
you know, I'll take
we'll give somebody else the starting. We'll give somebody else the starring role.
But even that last drive, dude, like it was crazy, man.
Yeah.
I think we were pinned deep. We got a couple yards on the first down. You were pinned deep, yeah. And then the second down, Robbie scrambled. He was probably like that close away from going out of bounds. Got us an extra yard, and we called a timeout, and we're like, "Yo, just throw one to Klein. Throw a deep ball to Klein." Took it, ripped it, and once he caught that, you got like a breath of fresh air.
Yes.
And then I looked at Eddie, who was now the head coach at Heights. And he was locked in. He was in the zone. His playing call on that drive, man, was just remarkable. It was remarkable. And once we got past the 50, we started having a conversation. Hey, we got a 2-point play ready. We're not kicking an extra point to go.
So that was early.
Yeah. And then we freaking jump off sides.
yeah. That was
like, all right, kick it. That was a hard decision, but I was just like, no, kick it. We're not going for two
as
on
a
the
spectator,
7-yard line.
I was this close to calling you guys crazy, bro. I'm like, really?
Yeah, man. Like,
but I get why.
Yeah, we had the juice.
Yeah,
we had the momentum.
You take your shot.
Take our shot, and it didn't work out. I'm like, all right, we won the toss. Was like, let's go on deep first, stop them, and get the ball back and call it a day.
Yeah.
They scored in like 4 plays.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, these guys are good.
Yeah.
These guys are freaking good.
Yeah.
And then Aiden Dugan, like, ripped through a block on the PAT. Blocked the freaking kick,
dude,
and it's like, oh man, we got the momentum back.
Yeah,
and then I mean, Karsic to Busnich over the middle.
It's insane, dude.
Yeah,
crazy. What a run for those kids too, and what a feeling. Like we're going back to sports being everything, and football guys. When you're in high school, it's like everything. So like you put yourself. 'Cause I remember we won. Yeah,
you got.
Yes, I know what it feels like, but that that run. Under all circumstances, and for it to be for the state title, it's a little bit of a different.
Yeah, it's a little bit of bragging rights.
A little bit different, a little bit different for sure.
For me, I think some of those teams can line up with that team.
Yeah, I mean that's all. Everybody does that all the time. The 07 team or the 04 team would whoop this team. They're small, and I walk up to some of these kids though because. I always did. I was one of those guys, but man, back in the day, these guys were huge, And then lately I'm walking around, I'm like, they're not small.
Well, like with the 2001?
Like Amelia?
Dude, that offensive line was like he was the smallest one.
Smallest. And he's not small.
He's a big guy.
And what's crazy is who graduated in '99. One of them was Kevin Sampson, who played for the Chiefs.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He was decent, average guy. But no, Westwood was known for a very big, bulky line and just ground and pound.
Yeah.
And as a quarterback, I remember seeing the shift in the offense. I'm like, God, no, we won, so I was happy. But nice to sling it a little bit.
Yeah.
Everything changed over the last.
It's funny you say that. We were kind of 50 when I started with Hard.
Yeah,
we were kind of like 55-45 pass to run, and then
we were 90-10 run to pass.
And then when Eddie had gotten there, doing the offense with him, we were kind of similar. And then we kind of had that group when they were all softs. I'm like, let's just start running the ball.
Yeah,
and I think the one year we were like 60-40, and then. Dugan's senior year, we were probably close to 75-25.
Well,
we didn't really throw the ball that much. I mean, we did when we had to.
I think that's the feeling, and that's an honest feeling, and it was the way it was for us. I mean, we had 2,000-yard backs, big line. Why fix what's not broken? If you can get 3, 4, 5 a clip, what the hell?
Why not?
Yeah, I mean, why force a pass? So I do get it. It's just I've watched the evolution. I've watched the Westwood program switch things, change things, coaching styles, this, that, and the third. It's been interesting. It's been fun. It's it's different. It's different now than it was then.
Well, I think now, like this year, we have Steve Klein back, and He's a heck of a player.
Yeah, let me tell you, you know better than me, but like watching him, he's
fun.
He's
fun to watch.
He's fun to watch, and it's crazy because obviously defensively, I know that he's going to school to play defense.
Yeah,
he's playing defense, right?
Yeah,
linebacker,
Boston College.
Boston College.
Yeah.
His running style as a running back is one of the smoothest I've ever seen.
Yeah, man. When he breaks like that second level, it's like,
yeah, he's a problem.
Yeah,
he's a problem.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. I'm not giving anything away, I guess, but
I don't think you would be giving anything away.
Teams are going to load the box.
I'm pretty sure.
Last year, teams loaded the box.
Yeah,
so like,
yeah.
He's still successful.
Yeah.
We might have to throw the ball a little bit more this year.
Sure. I think
so. Like you said, it's like ebbs and flows. Like,
yeah,
what
you adjust as you go. You feel it out. It's a lot of feel. I mean, at least you want the ball in the kids' hands, regardless. I'm sure,
no doubt.
But you guys got guys. I mean, it's going to be an interesting year without Robbie. I'm right. This is the first.
No, it was Sean Morrison last year.
Oh, Sean Morrison last year. That's right. But he was a good quarter. He was a good quarterback.
He was just a good player.
He was a good player.
Tough ass kid.
He was good. He was good player because defensively he
played corner.
Yeah, but he was all over the field.
Dude, he started at safety as a sophomore on that on the sectional when we lost to Caldwell. And as a junior, he played free safety. He played a little bit of receiver.
Yeah,
but that receiving
he's an athlete.
That receiving core was stacked. Carazana, Busnich,
stacked.
Klein.
Yeah.
Like Gabordi was in the mix. There was like just high level guys. It's like, man, the second guys were like, man, these guys are good too. Like
it's huge.
Yeah.
Because usually, you have your one guy, you're hopeful, and they were
Morrison also kicked too. He never left the field.
He never left the field.
He can snap too. He snapped as a soph, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Like punt snap?
Dugan punted.
Yeah.
And Morrison snapped.
Yeah, he's obviously an athlete.
Yeah,
through and through.
Definitely.
So it's exciting, man. You got another season. You're in the throes of it now.
Yeah.
What is where are you at in the process right now in regards to preparation for first game?
So this morning we finished our June July campaign. We had a morning practice, did some specials, did some offense. We give the kids a week off it's like mandatory through the conference. Mm-hmm. When we get back, it's literally 6 practices, and then we scrimmage on that Monday. So and then we're 2 days off, and then we go to Highlands and we scrimmage them. And then a week.
You're scrimmaging Highlands?
Yeah.
I might go.
Yeah.
I might just pop up.
Should be a good one. We want to talk about a guy that's got just competitive. He's a Westwood guy. He's got that.
It's in his blood.
Dog in him.
It's in his blood.
He's competitive as hell.
Yeah.
He runs a great program. We have a ton of respect for what they do, and he's just a great guy.
That's a good scrimmage for you guys.
Yeah, I think so. It'll literally tell us where we're at.
Yeah.
It'll
give you a good sense. I remember when we were seniors, my senior year, and I'm going back now, we're going to do the whole, but I do remember this because it's on topic. So our senior year, we had 18 new starters, only 4 guys, or however many it was 4 guys coming back. And so we had a pretty tough scrimmage schedule. To us, I don't know, Ramapo, we had the big one was Pope John.
Okay.
Right. And so Pope John's parochial. They had this kid who was going to the Division I running back.
Yeah.
And we beat him. And when we beat him, I remember us the mentality shift because we didn't know. We all knew we were good.
Yeah.
That taught us something.
Sure.
It showed us something.
We're in a similar situation. We're bringing back 3 on one side, 2 on the other.
Yeah.
It's like there's all these fringe guys that have played, just not in a starting role.
Yeah.
So. You need confidence to play.
You need confidence.
So, how do you build that?
Yeah.
Going against each other for a whole summer and then going into August for a week, it's like you kind of get that itch. It's we need to see what we can do against other competition. Mm-hmm. So, I think in preparing for that, we do a good job of mapping out the schedule of what everything's kind of installed already, offense and defensive wise, and you do as much as you can in June, July without burning everyone out. Mm-hmm. And then once August hits, it's full time. So I think, we have a pretty good plan. Lyndhurst is week 0, August 28th.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy to think about.
But we talked about 2 days, 3 days. We would do that for a week and you'd have a week of practice and then you go play.
Yeah, you just go.
You weren't there all August.
Yeah.
You actually had a summer.
Yeah.
Kind of hang out and do things you probably shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
But I think the game has changed a lot in that end. It's how are we not burning these guys out? How can we get them here, keep them focused for an hour or 2, and then get the job done and get them out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said before, I got 3 kids, man. Like, I had a family.
Yeah.
It
gets forgotten sometimes.
I got friends,
huh?
you know.
Yeah.
There's a heavy, like, I think that's the most difficult part of, you know, like, we don't get paid a lot for coaching. I mean, however you want to look at it, and I'm not complaining about it. What I'm saying is like, dude, you got to balance it.
Yeah.
Like, if you do too much football all the time, you probably won't have much time for your family.
Yeah.
And if you do too much time with your family and you don't have that,
you can't put the time.
well, then you can't have
You're
success.
not putting the necessary time in.
Right. And then it'll show. If you're not putting that time into something that you love and care about and you want to carry it on to the next person, like, you got to put the time in.
Yeah. I think that's a very tough balance and a very fair thing to say.
Yeah.
And I do believe that it gets unnoticed, like for coaches. And, you know, I never knew any of that stuff. Like, I didn't know how many, I don't know the time, the energy, you know, in comparison to what you get paid and all these different things. I've heard it many times, you know what I mean? But it those that find the balance and are able to put forth the effort accordingly, you know, you're going to sacrifice something along the way.
Sure.
So whether that conversation needs to be had with your family, like, and it's communication is obviously everything no matter what, but, you know, as long as it's clear, those that put the effort in, the time in, whether it be to the kids, the program, the this, the that, the other, that, those are typically the ones and have love for the game.
Yeah.
You know,
listen,
you should have love for the game regardless.
I think that's anything you do though.
Yeah. Like I do think some people do things for other reasons.
Yeah. Financially,
the look,
a little ease.
I think there's a lot of
life.
I do. I don't believe that. I think everybody should be searching for what it is that makes them happy, because if you can make money doing what it is that you love, then you're not. It's not a job.
No doubt.
You know, and so I think then that makes it easier. Who gives a shit what you get paid as long as you're taking care of your family?
I could care
less.
less.
Not. I'm not talking like about this in general, right? Because it's always a thing. It's like, everybody talks about that topic. You know what I mean? Like, well, what do you make? What car do you drive? And this, and it's a thing. And like, we're in Bergen County. We all feel it and know it. And it is what it is.
Keeping up with the Joneses a little bit.
Yeah, but you know, and this is just completely off a topic, but I'm going to inject it into the conversation because I do think it fucking matters. You know, if you find what you love to do and you take care of the obligations and things that you have to take care of, and you're living day to day happy, then what the hell does it matter? You know, it's those that use those things to make up for. Yeah.
Yeah. And it kind of goes back to like, even like the softball thing, or like I coach, or some guys have hobbies that, you know, fill that, you know, void or something, being, you know, that belonging to something.
Correct.
I belong to Westwood football, man. Like that's like part of my life now.
Yeah.
You know, it's a big part of who I am as a person, whether it be Westwood or anywhere else. You know,
it's a good home now.
I hope I can stay for as long as I possibly can.
It's a good home.
There's so much more, like even what we talk about with, hey, are we leaving these guys set up for life?
Mm-hmm.
Like what the hell matters to them?
Yeah.
Like, is money your thing? Then go take.
Well, I mean, whatever your thing is, by all means, correct.
But for me, it was always like, I grew up in a family of 4. I saw my father make sacrifices. I saw him, like, you know, do great things for us, not just financially, but he was always around. Mm-hmm. Like I always remember that. Like he was always coaching something,
present,
and he was always present. And I always felt that, and I know my family felt that. And he was always at everything. Yeah. And even my mother was at everything. And like like for me to not take that and run with it, like that's what I learned. I learned just always be present, not just for football, just in life, in general, for your kids, for your family, for everybody. I think, you know, it is a balancing act at times, but to me, it makes me so freaking happy just to be at this place, and I'm just, you know, lucky to have it.
You did kudos to you, because recognizing it is one thing. And I do think that the mentality, whether, you know, listen, chips fall how they fall and opportunities come and they go and all these different things. But if you have that mentality and you're focused on, okay, this is the ultimate goal for whatever it is, like not like a specific, but the general, it is like, this is where I'm going. Yeah. And you stay in pocket, those kinds of things, the Westwoods, the head coaching, they come to you. Yeah. And it's because you stayed true to self. Yeah. It's part of it. I do believe that.
Yeah, I mean, of course. Like if you stay true to that, like no doubt, you're gonna find happiness.
Yeah, you got to be a little patient.
Yeah, it takes
hardworking, consistent. I mean, it's just what it is. Because all the patience is just being honest with self. Because you probably aren't. You might in your mind 5 years ago, and I don't know, yes or no, but it's like, oh, you don't want to be a head coach.
Well, I think when I was like 23, 24, 25, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be a head coach one day.
Correct.
And then I got humbled, like,
Correct.
you know, and then I got here, and I'm like, damn.
Yes.
I don't give a shit anymore.
But that's the honesty.
I don't care if I want to. I don't care about being a coordinator.
Yeah.
I don't care about being I'll be an assistant.
Yeah,
in this place forever, man.
yeah.
It's just a special place.
Yeah, you're in a good place, dude. And I'm wildly happy for you. Wildly happy for all of your success. I'll share this with you. Like, listen, success or not, when it comes to wins and losses,
Yeah.
you're going to do good by the kids and by the program. And that I'm sure of. And that's going to make much more of an impact than anything.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
You know, so we're at the 46-minute mark.
Yeah. What do you got for me?
Do you want to just fire off?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I didn't even. All right. Let's do this, then, dude.
You got questions?
I might. We may go off the cuff
Am I
a
in the
little
hot
bit.
seat?
No crazy hot seat. No crazy hot seat. Most memorable sports moment in your entire life, outside of coaching.
Outside of coaching? Oh. All right. I wrestled in high school.
Okay.
We won a section back-to-back years.
Okay.
I beat a kid probably better than I was in a big-time match at North Bergen.
Big moment.
Big moment.
Huge moment.
Huge moment. Confidence booster.
There's a lot. It's a big one.
Yeah. I will say this. I wrestled growing up.
Yeah.
I hated it.
Yeah.
And then I got to like 5th grade. I just want to shoot basketball. So 6th grade, I played basketball 6th to 8th. I thought I was going to play basketball in high school. And
you didn't play basketball in high school?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
No. And if you played me now, I'd be terrible. I couldn't even shoot a freaking free throw right now.
Yeah.
But and then I had a class with a bunch of wrestlers. I was 115 pounds. I was a tiny freshman.
Okay.
And I'm like, you know what? I don't think I can play basketball. I'm just not that
little
good.
light.
I'm a little light. Get pushed around. I'm like, I'll go wrestle guys my own weight. The best decision I ever made in my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
For what reason?
Just the like we talk about football, the core principle values that you learn, self-discipline. You know, you got to make weight at times. You have to go run on your own to make sure you're eating all the right things. And we had a great room. We had a great group of guys that I wrestle with that I'm friends with to this day. And it's like, it's got that championship feel that Westwood has. It's that, you know, you get into the room, it's like, all right, we're not screwing around. We're going to work.
Yeah.
You know, it's that mentality. I think I carried that with me till now. I mean, some of the stuff we do in the weight room is like some of the stuff we used to do in wrestling practices, and it's like
intense.
It's intense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, big time.
It's good though. That wet wrestling condition is different.
It's nuts.
It's, you know what it is? It's the mentality of a wrestler is different.
It's you versus you.
It's you versus you. It's
how strong are you mentally?
How strong are you mentally?
Yeah.
Between and what used to be like really cutting weight and all those things too, like that mental battle in and of itself.
Yeah.
Watching kids. I mean, the kids.
Dude, I had to cut. I had to cut. I played football my senior year at 205. I cut all the way to 171. And then I lost to the top 3 guys, 2 guys in the county, one in an opening tournament. And I'm like, I'm not even gonna make it to the state tournament.
Start eating.
Like, I'll just cut to 160.
You cut again?
Cut to 11 pounds.
Did you drop 45 pounds?
Yeah, I mean, and it was over a course of time, but
it's a lot of weight for what, 17-year-old?
It's a very unhealthy amount of weight.
It's not supposed to be that way.
I love wrestling, by the way. I'm not knocking the sport, but that was a little nuts.
I don't think it's like that anymore, right?
Like that. No, they do hydration tests and stuff.
Yeah.
If I was doing that back then,
it used to be
if I was doing back then if I was doing that now, it wouldn't have been able to happen.
I'd watch kids not even drink water, but
chew ice chips
and spit, or they would
chew gum and spit.
Find spit and spit it into a bottle.
Yes, that happened.
Chew gum and spit was one of them.
Spit. Not eat lunch.
Not ever.
After practice, go run.
Eyes sunken into the back of their head, just like
go run into garbage with garbage bags.
Yes, with garbage bags.
I would run a 2-mile box so I could eat like a quarter pound of pasta with a little bit of butter
at 2% body fat.
Probably.
It's so sick, dude.
Disgusting.
Totally different mentality. All right. What is your number one amp up song right now? Jeez. Going into you're driving to practice, dude.
Now I have to go back to wrestling.
Wrestling really helped.
Our
made an impact on you.
Our come out song for our matches was "Renegade" by Styx.
Wow.
Yes.
So is that
like
still?
if that you played that right now,
That has a little nostalgia
I'd
to
do
it.
some damage to this office.
Yeah.
Yeah, just start ripping stuff.
Shirt off.
Yeah, and I hear that song. I'm like, all right, it's time to go.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't play to anyone on our team. I'm sure they listen to.
They don't listen to Sticks. Bro.
They do not listen to Sticks. Nobody listens to Sticks.
No shot.
Nobody does.
We do.
Yeah,
I listen to a little Sticks once in a blue moon.
All right.
I listen to everything. I'm not like, no. All right. So, retirement, if you could live anywhere, where would you want to live?
Ooh, that's a tough one because, I want to be around family.
Yeah.
So, like, all my family
We were talking like
here.
20, 25 years down the road. So let's say selfishly, where would you want to live?
Oh, on a beach.
Is there a specific beach?
Anywhere.
Any
On a
beach.
Any beach.
Yeah.
That has decent weather.
Yeah.
You know what? San Diego's a really nice place.
San Diego.
I've been to it before.
I've heard a lot of amazing things.
75 and sunny every day. You can sell me on that anytime.
The thing with California is it's the weather.
It's the weather.
That's what people are bought into.
Yeah.
You know?
So like anywhere on a beach would be nice.
Okay.
Just a nice little beach house.
I could see you like
special.
with a golden tan.
Oh man, just nice and
I could
bronze.
see it because you already.
Well, look, this is all farmer's tan, dude. This is coach's tan.
I've seen it.
If I took my shirt off right now, hey, you wouldn't want to see it.
I've seen it.
Pasty white.
I've seen it in the throes of summer, bro. Trust me. Down the shore.
It's like literally a farmer's tan.
It is a mean farmer's tan. Do you remember the time that you had? You had the back of the chair. Wasn't that you? You had the back of the chair, the openings burnt into your back.
Probably. That was.
Wasn't it
me.
you?
I don't think so.
No.
No, I think
Not a fan?
I might have just got burnt one day.
I could have sworn you had like
Somebody
the
started calling me
openings.
a lobster or something like that.
Oh yeah,
lobster.
you had.
Yeah.
I've seen the farmer's stand firsthand, and it's a thing. It's a nice one. It's very. You look great from right above the elbow down.
Beautiful farmer's stand.
Beautiful farmer's stand. Let's see. What else do we got? Who was the one athlete that you? Who was your favorite athlete of all time when you were growing up?
Ooh, that's a good one. I was a low key Buffalo Bills fan.
You can say Jim Kelly.
Andre Reed.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a sneaky
one. He was an incredible receiver.
Yeah, it was incredible.
And they had they had him, James Lofton, Don Beebe.
Yeah, they had Thurman Thomas.
They were
Bruce
Smith,
Bruce
Cornelius
Smith, yep.
Bennett.
They were loaded.
They were
Are
loaded.
you a Buffalo fan, or you just?
No, man. I'm a weird guy. I'm like a Red Sox, Celtics. I grew up, and then
You're a
like
Boston guy.
but my father never rooted for like an NFL team.
Okay.
I don't know why. I think back then they just didn't.
Yeah,
They didn't,
he just did. Yeah,
Or the Patriots weren't really a thing, I guess maybe. And my grandfather's the one that got us all Red Sox fans.
Is he New England? Is he like a New England guy?
He's originally from Waltham, Mass, which is like 30 minutes out of Boston.
So it was kind of passed down.
It was passed down,
Yeah.
and so I never really had a team, and I grew up in I was born in 84, and like in 90 they lost their first Super Bowl to somehow, some way they were good, and they were always on TV.
Always good. Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, this team's awesome. I'm going to be a fan. And then what happened? I think in 97, remember the Music City Miracle?
Yeah. Of
So
course.
Doug Flutie was the backup quarterback that year.
Okay.
Rob Johnson was a starter. He got hurt early in the season. Flutie got him into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
It was around one of the playoffs. They sat Flutie for the starter. And I'm like, I'll never root for this team again.
That was it.
That was it. And then that Music City Miracle happened. I've been a lost soul in the NFL for like
no
forever.
team.
I have no team. I'm gonna let my son pick it.
Do you do fantasy?
I did. So I did when like earlier on in my like coaching.
Yeah.
I don't have time for it.
True.
I am
dedicated to that.
dead money. I've dabbled since, and it's like I don't even have starters on my roster. It's like,
Yeah.
You are
This guy's been hurt on the roster, hurt for 2 weeks.
Total bum.
What is your food of choice? Like, let me put it this way. Right, you go to a restaurant.
Yep.
What is your go-to menu item? If it's on it, you're getting it.
Steak.
Always. Yeah. All right. Remove steak because steak's like a very and what actually no first.
I think it depends on the
what
restaurant,
steak.
though.
What kind of steak?
So I grew up a filet mignon guy.
Okay.
Big filet mignon guy.
Yeah.
I'm more of a ribeye now.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Yeah, man.
On the bone.
I'm an old man now, so like, I'll do it on the bone. I like it off.
You like it off?
I like it off.
Okay. Why?
It's like filet mignon. You get like a little piece of meat.
Yeah.
It's nice and it's a good
Just what it
cut.
is.
It's a really good cut.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit older. I like a little fat on my meat now.
You want fat?
Yeah.
You have to. I cannot agree more.
I'll eat the fat. I don't
like the
care.
fat. I love filet. Don't get me wrong.
Filet is delicious.
It's a phenomenal cut. ribeye, and I'm a bone-in ribeye guy. I like I've done it at restaurants. I don't even give a shit. I grab the bone.
Suck
Oh, bro. That's my favorite part. Like a T-bone steak was what my mom and dad used to cook for me all the time when we were home. That's sirloin and filet.
Oh, dude.
Right? So like I would do a T-bone all the time, but I would always ask for everybody's bone.
You know what you just remind me of? My mom used to get like sirloin cuts. And she would my dad would take the sirloins up to the bar. He had a slicer.
Yeah.
He would slice them up in like the little individual pieces. My mom would make like open slice steaks. I like that. If I'm going to the chair, if I'm going down, that's the last one.
Mom's open face.
Mom's got to make it too.
Sirloin.
Open slice steak.
That's amazing.
Open slice steak, man.
That's a great choice.
Yeah.
It's a great choice. All right. Let's see. What else do I got for you, bro?
I don't know, man.
All right. Last question. Let's make it a good one. Actually, you know what I'm going to leave you with?
What do you got?
I want you to find it within yourself to get like a little inspiration. Like leaves everybody with the importance of following your journey and your path in a quick little, yeah.
So that's a good one. That's a really good question.
Think about it, because I'm very passionate about it. Where it and I'll preface this for you so that it maybe makes you like, you know, a little easier to roll into. Yeah. But like being somebody who has navigated a million different avenues in life and like really struggled at times to, you know, figure out purpose and, you know, knowing what I'm good at, what I like and all these things, but making it all make sense. The one thing that has made it very easy for me as time has gone on was to really embrace my journey, like to really look at it like everything has value, every experience has value. I go with my intuition and my gut. If it serves me wrong, learn from it and pivot accordingly. If it serves me right, great choice, right? And so it's allowed me to not get worked up when anybody has an opinion of what I should do or what they think of me and all these different things. I just like being and living and going through my personal journey.
So if I could say anything to that, like coaching aside, like I teach, you know, some special ed, I teach some regular math classes, and I do my best to try to have like normal conversation, not just teaching all the time. Like that gets kind of boring. You know, who wants to listen to geometry for 55 minutes? I try to harp on, you know, your path is going to be your path, and don't let somebody tell you what your path should be. I think so many people, especially nowadays, it's this hard push to go to college, this hard push to, hey, you're not good at school, you need to go work. Like, you know, I think you have to identify what you're good at. Because if you're good at something, you should try to find a career that's going to get you into something that you're going to appreciate and love and work at and be, you know, work to get better at. Yeah. If you are struggling to figure that out, dude, I was a freaking student for 4.5 years. I was a GA for 2.5. I was in school for 7 years. My father called me a professional student.
That's actually.
And like, I was 25. Yeah. I had no job prospects. I think I graduated 08, 09, when like the big bubble with the financial crisis. Boom. Yeah. And like housing crisis with subprime markets, or subprime loans.
Yeah,
or
Big
whatever.
Short, great movie.
Big Short, great movie. That's a good plug.
Awesome plug.
But like, I think I didn't know what I wanted to do. There's some days I wake up and I'm like, oh, man, what do I want to do in my life? And I'm not too far gone. Like not that I have any business ideas, but I think that you have to, not early on, like you have to figure it out. You have to figure it out. You have to figure it out. I think you always have to work. Like that was always instilled in me at a young age, where, all right, you're not finding your path. That's fine. You still got to, you know, financially contribute. But I think if you can identify at some point, hopefully it's not when you're 45, when you're 50, or even when you're 60, but some of the greatest companies that have ever been created were people in their later years. It's
a great post about like the owners of various companies in 50s, 60s, 65, some of the biggest companies in the world.
Yeah. So I try to identify it. Try to figure out what you're good at and can potentially be great at. Because if you don't, you're going to let some time slip by, and that's okay. It takes time. And I think, you know, we're not it's not 1965, 1970 anymore. You're 18, you're out of the house. You got to go, I think we all, I'm sure you have, you have a son now. When he gets to that age and you've gone through it with your struggle and what you want to do, you're going to be there for him.
Yeah.
Like my kids too, like when they're struggling, I went through it. My parents were there for me. I'm going to be there for them.
Totally.
I think that you really have to work hard at identifying what you're good at. And if it's not school, if it's not something in school that you're learning, be honest with yourself.
Be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
I can't agree more.
I think a lot of kids just, I'm going to go to college. I'll figure it out there. I'm in college. I haven't figured it out yet.
Correct.
It's year 4. I'm in all this debt now. Like, what the hell am I doing?
I think it's easy to lean on an option that gives you an out to the truth from the truth. Like keeps you away from the truth. So if it's like, I can go to school and buy time and sell a story that makes sense as to why, if the question arises or whatever it might be, it's easier to do that and avoid the truth and being honest about it based on whatever opinions and whatever might come from that. Because that's what I think a lot of kids struggle with in general, is like being judged, reputation, am I liked, are they talking about me positively, negatively, all these different things. I mean, it's tough with social media now more than ever. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I think that's a really, really good way to answer that question, bro.
Yeah. Well, and one other thing I'll add: don't be too proud to take work that you should just do it.
Do it. There's things.
Do it.
Correct.
Just work. Always be busy.
Stay busy.
I remember that year I was done. Like I was done with school. I'm like, I got nothing.
Yeah.
I tried interviewing in a couple different places. Nothing. No job. No, there was like no jobs.
Yeah.
And my parents, once my father sold the bar, he owned a short bus company. I drove a bus.
Mm-hmm.
I bartended at night.
Yeah.
I think I worked for Center Stage Productions. We did like decorated malls at night.
Wow.
When I was coaching at Elmwood Park, and then I subbed, and then that got me into that little pathway.
Yeah.
Of like, I don't like this. I don't like that.
Yeah.
And I got a job in healthcare. I was there for a month. I'm like, do not want to do this for the rest of my life. And I easily could have slipped into like, hey, I'm going to stay here for 5 years and then move on to the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just hated it.
Yeah.
So
you got to be honest about that.
If you can identify those things earlier on.
Yeah.
Like
vital.
Try things that you think you might like. If you don't like them, if you want to stick with it for financial reasons or whatever reason.
Yeah.
But don't.
The idea of knowing what you want to do, knowing who you are. I think your point to really focusing in on who am I? What am I good at? Mm-hmm. How do I attack that? Really grab it by the horns and go, is a huge thing that needs to be remembered when you're young for sure, but through your life. Yeah. Right. I used to say this. I used to do these anti-bullying tours, and I was never bullied as a kid, so it was very hard for me to have the same kind of conversations as some of the other performers, right? Sure. But what I would say is I would spin it, and I would look at a kid and I'd be like, "You, what do you like to do?" And they would say something, and I'd say, "Well, the person to the left or the right of you," and I'm not saying you actually, but the person to the left or right of you disagrees. Yeah, and they are dictating whether you decide to jump into that or not. They don't know you the way that you know you. Yeah. So if you're going to allow the next person to stop you because of based on an opinion or what's quote unquote cool from your most opportunistic outcome. Well,
yeah, of course. Like the unwanted pressure of you need to figure it out.
It's part of it.
What do you want to do with it? Yeah. I think for me at least, I did a lot of time. I spent a lot of time comparing myself to others. I was 25, no job. I was driving a bus. I was working at night, coaching football. Like
see some people having success and happy,
making money. When I think comparison is kind of the devil, man.
Yeah, it is.
You could really get caught up in it, and even now as a father of 3, and you compare yourself. The minute you start comparing yourself to other people, that's when you get yourself into a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, you start doing it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, and you do it starting probably younger years.
Yeah, you definitely
elementary school, middle school, all the way up to high school. You start getting judged, and you start worrying about what people care about you, what they think about you. I'm at a point in my life where I don't really worry about that anymore.
You learn that over
I
time.
just don't care what other people think. I'm going to do my thing. I'm
Do your
going
thing.
to do what I do. And I don't care. I spent a lot of time in my early 20s, mid 20s, like, man, I'm not successful. Man, I'm not successful. Where like now I can look back on it and, hey, that path took me to here.
Yeah,
That decision, that was a pretty good decision. All these things that led me to where I am today were so vital in my journey and in my path. Like I think that, you know, a lot of people spend so much time comparing themselves to others, and they should just stop doing it. It would just make your life a million times easier.
Huge takeaway from today is that stop comparing yourself to others. And another thing, there's 8 billion people in the world. There's more than enough. You stay true to yourself.
Yeah.
You'll find your people.
Yeah.
When you're boxed into your community, you're in Westwood, there's 12, 13, 14, 15,000 people, however much there are in town, to a high school kid, to a kid.
Yeah.
That's your world.
Yeah.
You don't know much more than that, right? And when you start to venture outside of it and you realize how big the world is, and you start meeting people where there's no judgment in that interaction and that meeting, however you guys meet, right? And you like that person, and it wouldn't have been somebody that you would have jumped at the same way if you happened to have still been in Westwood because of judgment or,
Of course.
right? Those learnings as time goes, those experiences really start to make it very, very clear that the number one thing is stay true to yourself.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
Anything is possible if you do that. Anything. And there's more than enough money to go in the world. If you want to be business minded, like study business, study like how to actually, you know.
Well, I think I know right now, like I'm built on what I was raised, you know, and that's always, you know, show up on time, work your ass off, whatever you do, and try to find some happiness. And I think if you take that with your life and you just work, you'll find something.
Yeah.
And hopefully you do. Hopefully you learn at a young age, like what you don't like. And if you don't, it's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Like I've come across people that change their careers at, you know, age 30, age 35. And it's like, all right, well, I'm not making as much money, but I'm just like so happy.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was very lucky. I was very fortunate to have a job and hated it enough to never want to do it again.
Yeah.
It was like a health administration job. I'm like, ooh,
Imagine you were still a health administrator.
I'd probably be doing okay.
I mean, financially.
Financially.
What does it matter if you're home and you're like,
But there's that balance.
That's
like,
the balance.
Like
Yeah.
No knock on anyone that's in health administration.
Of course,
no knock on
of
anyone that's making
course,
money.
of course.
Like I don't want to work 12 hours.
Just wasn't your cup of tea.
I don't want to work 15-hour days.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be doing that, I want to be doing something I love.
Yeah. I think it's very important, man. It's very important. We're going to wrap.
Yeah, man. This was awesome.
This is fun.
Yeah. Had a great conversation.
This is a great conversation. And it's all about letting people into you, you know, who you are. And so I hope that, you know, people receive it that way. That is the purpose of it. You are somebody I really enjoy spending time with.
Yeah, same here, man.
You know, in general.
Yeah.
We've had some fun and always rooting for you, dude. Very excited for this upcoming season for you to continue on your own personal journey and instill that all of what it is we talked about today and who you are and the person that you are into those kids, because I think that in the end, when push comes to shove, is what you're going to have. The wins and losses are going to be like a number, but those phone calls and those kids that are still staying in touch and you know,
that's one that, I mean, I know we're wrapping it up.
Yeah.
But that is one of the best things.
I could only imagine,
like
dude.
I've been coaching here for 11 years now.
Yeah.
When a guy from 11 years ago or 10 years, 9 years ago, you see him or you have a conversation, hey, how's it?
Yeah.
You know, and you just see it. Like
Made an
know,
impact.
Yeah.
That's a big thing, man.
That's like a life. Like,
Yeah.
like I'm doing right.
It's good. You're built for it, bro. I'm appreciate you coming.
Yeah, man.
Very excited once again to see what happens this year. I think it's gonna be a fun year to see where it goes.
Yeah,
and
man. I'm excited.
of course you are.
Yeah.
I already know. But listen, I love you. Appreciate you. We're gonna jump. Bobby Guy, Coach Bobby Guy,
Coach Bobby Guy.
the Robbie Maxx podcast. My dog.
Dream chasing, no more time in the basement, no more time wasted. This is celebration, elevation, no more contemplation, no hesitation. This my destination.